videos where you talk about just going up and talking to women and then just becoming their friend and like learning things about them, and you're not even trying to pick them up. The female friend thing is something I get criticized about a lot because most of my friends are female. I put every girl I meet in the friend zone, no matter how attractive they are. And I found that to be unbelievably, devastatingly, unequivocally, like nuclear level effective. Like it's the way it has changed my life, where I get invited to everything because of my female friends. I am calibrated to certain ideas because of my female friends, and my female friends are constantly introducing me to other females. There is no way for me to have a bikini competition with 220 women without having female friends. There's no way for me to take 116 girls to the Maxim party without me having female friends. So anybody who has the argument against men having female friends, you're just incorrect. You're just factually incorrect.
Yeah, it's that simple, man. Even on a smaller scale, like you're talking like the highest level thing here, because like you're in the industry where, it's good for your business to obviously like have people for your competitions and whatnot. But even on a micro scale, man, like a very small scale, you just want to have female friends in general because, first of all, they're going to be relieved that finally some guy isn't trying to use me to fuck me, Two, women are very good at organizing, planning, setting things up. Like, when I was in college and high school, I would always select a group of mostly women because I knew they would get their parts done on time. I knew that they would stay up till 4 a.m. worried that they made a mistake, and they would double check everything. I would do my part. I would be the leader of the group. I'd be like, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. Here's when it has to be in by. But I knew that they were concerned about all that stuff. And you could argue, some of it is to do with nature, feminine qualities, the cleaning and organization, whatever. But anyways, that's another side thing. But there's the pre-selection, there's the proof, but the main thing is like, you don't think about people as some kind of alien. Here's a great example that you gave with the military training, bullets flying over your head. I guarantee if, God forbid something happened, you were in a parking lot and all of a sudden bullets started going off, you're going to duck, but you're not going to crawl under the car and get terrified and scared. You're going to react in a way like, okay, I've experienced this before. I've experienced something like this. I can, act when everybody else is nervous. And it's the same thing with, talking to women in many ways. If you are never around women, you're never talking to them. And what I mean by talking with them too is like, they don't talk to you because they have to. Like, you have high status, or you're paying them, or you're wealthy, or, you are the bouncer at the club. They talk to you because they like your company. They see you as equally valuable at the very least. And they're there not to get anything out of you. So they hang out with you because they like you as a person.
Yeah.
And now you know what it's like to be around women. You know how they are. You know the jokes they make. You know what jokes you can say to them. Like, you just learn, you get really calibrated with them. And you also see them as more than just, sex objects, right? Which is what the mistake a lot of guys make. And then when you talk to them, when you go and approach them in real life, or, you go on a date with a girl, all of a sudden they're going to be like, wow, this guy is so calm. He's so grounded. He's not being weird. I feel comfortable around him. He knows how to talk to me. He knows how to make jokes. He can banter. He's not afraid of offending me because, when you hang out with women, you know what jokes you can get away with, right?
Yeah.
Like, you make jokes about, certain things. And then, you go like, oh, okay, don't want to get political here. This is so you get calibrated, right? And, look, if you're trying to bang a chick, like let's say you meet this girl and, she's going to friend zone you. She's not, whatever. Then just be friends with her.
Yeah.
And you can learn from her. You could work with her. These guys, they want you to go on this 2-year self-improvement journey where you get like D's and, you show the fantasy in their head is you show up and you're like so improved now, and you walk up to them and you're like, yo, I'm different now. And all of a sudden you're going to want them to chase you. Like, what a fucking waste of time. What a fucking loser move, dude.
The best wingman in the world, I'd say all the time, is my friend Kindly. She's a playmate, and she'll hit me up and we'll go out sometime. And like, it literally, if you've ever seen, there's a video of Kobe Bryant with Pau Gasol where he's like making these eye contacts with his head, like these facial movements with his head, and Pau knows to come set a screen on the left side, and then he goes and dumps the ball off, and Pau Gasol gets a dunk. That's how Kindly and I are. Like, literally, like, I'll be like this, and she just know she's the greatest wingwoman. She also has 3 million followers, and she's like a fucking goddess. And same thing with my friend CJ Sparks. Same thing, like a bunch of my female friends are like this. Like, again, I want you guys to consider this. For those of you who are having any questions or you're listening to content about, I know there's some viral video with what's his face, the guy who hosts Family Feud. What's his name?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey has this viral video where he's like, men and women can't be friends. And he's just factually incorrect. Steve Harvey can't be friends with women. The reality of the situation is 99% of men could not be friends with the women I'm friends with because they're so attractive and you're not used to being around that. But the reality of the situation is if you were in a situation where, like, let's just say you worked for Hugh Hefner, you're an assistant, and you're just constantly around beautiful women all the time. At first, it would be overwhelming, and after a while, you'd be so like totally normal to it. And then finally, when you meet this incredibly beautiful woman, you don't even notice it, but your voice inflection, it didn't change. That
Oh
one
yeah, the
time.
voice goes nice and
It
high.
didn't change. And then all of a sudden you talk to your buddies and you're like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And then you talk to your homegirls and you're like, "What's up, motherfucker?" And it's the same. It was the same. And you didn't even notice it was this, and you started treating everybody this, and the girls start noticing, "Oh, he treats me the same." And then you go out with those girls as your friends, and then every girl in the place, like I remember my birthday, I went out with all these girls, they're dressed in orange, and all these girls that I'd never met before start coming to my table wanting to know who I am. There's something's going on here. I need to know who this person is. So the idea that you can't be friends with women, no, the guy who, if you're saying you can't be friends with women, you're right. You motherfucker cannot be friends with women because you don't understand the benefits of it or how it would work. But for me, it's not even what you were talking about before. Oh, this girl is not, it's not going to work out, so I put her in the friend zone. Everyone gets in the friend zone, bro. That is ubiquitous with me. If you meet me and you're female, good looking or not, everyone gets in the friend zone. And then after a while, you come to my charity events. You help me raise money to rescue animals. You help me raise money for human trafficking. You come to one of my bikini competitions. You come to Swimsuit USA. You come to Paradise Challenge. You come to Model Citizen Fund, whatever, or you come on my podcast. And then after a while, we get to know each other. Like then maybe we can take it to somewhere else. But in the beginning, to me, every girl just starts off in the friend zone, and that's really helped me a ton. And it's made it to a point where like again, I know for some guys this sounds horrible, but like whenever girls come here, there'll be like 10, 20 girls, and they'll be like, "We're gonna have a girls' night," and they're like, "Okay, Michael's gonna come pick us up." So it's me and like 10 or 20 girls. You understand what I'm saying? And their boyfriends are like furious. They're like, "Wait, I thought you were having a girls' night. Why is Michael Sartain there?" It's like, well, because it's Michael Sartain. Everything's cool. It's not that big of a deal. And then at the end of the night, it's like I'm going out, and there's like random women coming up to me, and they're like, "How do you know all these women? Who the fuck are you?" I get that question. So, like, who the fuck are you that you have all these women around you all the time? And again, like I cannot express this enough. I know we're beating a dead horse, but this is one of the things. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because the next transition is we're talking about incels. Because it is the incels.
Oh, fuck.
It is the incels who have them. They are the main ones who think that you can't be friends with these females. This is a situation. Because here's the thing. So Cobra Tate's going to come on the podcast, and I love the dude. He and I talk all the time. And this is my audience and his audience. All they ask is like, how are you guys going to reconcile the female friends thing? Because he doesn't believe men and women can just be friends, and I believe that they specifically should all just try to be friends. And so we're going to talk about this. And I think
I think it's a definition thing, man.
There you go. That's exactly. It's a semantics thing.
But also like, you got to think normal people. Like if you have experience around being around attractive women, you're just going to see them as other women, right? But if you're like most guys, you can't control that, that narrative in your head. You're going to instinctively be like, it's, most guys, if you are like, hey, like Alex Hormozy, really good business guy, you should get him on. He had this analogy about going into business with somebody, and he's like, look, if you go to the average guy and you're like, you're friends with him, but you're like, hey man, here's $10 million. Just hold it for me. I don't know when I'll be back. It could be 20 years, but just don't spend it. Or, you let them stay at your house and sleep in the room next to your girlfriend, or there's all these different analogies, but like most people are going to fail that test, right? So when it comes to like guys, and I see this with a lot of my clients, like I've worked on them with this, but it's going to take a lot for you to be able to be comfortable and not instinctively try to please and impress and win over attractive women, right? It's like an impulse that guys, depending how much social experience you have, I'd say if you work at a restaurant or a bar for like 2 months, you'll get it out of your system. But most guys won't ever. So they're instinctively going to do that. But as far as the friends thing, like the only time that is going to be a dynamic issue is if the woman is very superior attractive levelness to you, and not like as attractive as you are, but like your status or your social calibration, your position there. Because I've seen guys that have incredible confidence, not much status, but in the moment they have really high status because they're funny, they're there with some friends, pre-selection, whatever, and they're able to stay calm and calculated. But then I've seen Chads that, are just, they melt like butter. So the thing is, the value of the person that comes into consideration when you think of like who should be your friend or not. But like, you also got to think, what is your intention, right? if you're intending, like, let's say you are attracted to this girl and you do want to get to know her, then yeah, I mean, you guys probably can't be friends because you're always going to have that attraction to her, right? But if you consciously decide before you go and be like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I am attracted to this person, but I'd rather have them as a friend. You can easily just identify them as a friend, right?
Here, I got one other step, right? This is, I think a lot of people miss this part.
Sure.
Whether or not I'm friends with them and whether or not I'm sleeping with them have nothing to do with each other. And this is a part, a lot of guys, like, they can't wrap their head around this. A lot of the girls I end up sleeping with are my friends. A lot. And a lot of people, the guys are like, well, no, you're just your female friends. Like, no, I put them in the friend zone in the beginning. At no point did we ever start dating. And then one day we just started sleeping together. That happens all the time. A lot of guys, they don't believe that's real. They don't understand that exists. And so what happens is they're like, well, I need to just show intent the whole time. Like, no, you need to show status the whole time. You need to show, like,
you need to show confidence.
You need to show confidence. You need to show social skills. For me, like, you need to show pre-selection. You need to show status all the time. You don't need to show intent. That intent, one of the biggest fallacies that Pickup got wrong was this idea that me showing my intent man to woman is what's generating attraction to women. No, the fuck it's not. If you picked a woman up and spun her around and she slept with you, she was going to sleep with you anyway. She was going to sleep with somebody. She slept with you in spite.
The easiest analogy I can make here with you, you start, most of the women you sleep with, they start as friends.
Yes.
Most people meet through school or work.
Yeah.
Right. So they start out as just being in the same environment for a specific cause or reason. And then over time, they build familiarity. They become friends. And then there's some attraction or spark there. And then they hook up, right? Obviously, a lot of people meet through cold approach and through stuff like that. But it's way more convenient if you're seeing the same people every week to build an attraction with them, right? So that's why people end up sleeping with their friends. But like, it's the exact same as you would sleep with a coworker or a classmate. You guys spend time with each other. You know, when you're friends, it's intentional because you guys are, by intentional, I mean, you guys are intentionally hanging out.
Yeah.
You're not intentionally trying to sleep with her. But when you hang out with friends all the time, you're in the same environment with them all the time. So you build familiarity, you have shared experiences with them. It's just like if you were to work with them or go to school with them. And that's what leads to the attraction. And, you know, a lot of women would rather sleep with somebody that they're familiar with and they already know than they would go out and meet somebody new, right? Because they already have a general understanding of this person, right place, right time, timing, whatever you want to call it. Because, you know, you would agree, I would agree that we're both not like absolute dime pieces. You know, we're both not pure fucking chads. I'm sure there's women that we've been able to sleep with that we're not even their type. But the fact remains that for whatever reason, they were attracted to us. And that attraction was built over time through familiarity. So if you're only trying to bang chicks and not be friends with them, you're never going to develop familiarity and you're never going to build the attraction that you would for them to want to sleep with you. And here's the great thing too. You're not trying to. You're not like every week.
That's exactly
like,
my point. Yes.
You're not every week like, oh, you know what? Like last week,
you
know, she touched my shoulder. So now, you know, like you don't do that. You just be yourself and then eventually right place, right time. It's like networking, I suppose. Same idea, man. So